My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. Hit subscribe right now. We're over 130,000 subscribers, on our way to 200,000 subs. I had a fun little upload yesterday. I was at the gym, and I did bench press, 225 pounds. It was just fun. That's the segment, a couple segments ago, but you might be interested. Definitely check out my latest Jerusalem Post article in the pinned comment. Also, you want to get the viewpoint of the biggest, somebody who was once called the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet by the Huffington Post, who is now a Trump supporter. I want peace between North and South Korea. I want a great economy. President Trump is a good president. Don't believe the hype, the insanity, the media insanity. They're now saying that Clinton getting indicted would be an impeachable offense. Hillary Clinton committing crimes would be an impeachable offense for Trump. That's how insane and warped the media is. But let's just read this really quickly. The title of this segment is pretty much verbatim the title of an article in the New York Magazine. Trump hired Whitaker to lock up Hillary Clinton. So, just, at the second presidential debate, Donald Trump pointed at Hillary Clinton and issued a chilling threat. If I win, he warned, I'm going to instruct my attorney general to get a special prosecutor to look into your situation because there's never been so many lies, so much deception. There's never been anything like it. We are going to have a special prosecutor. So, the article goes on to say Trump has repeated this threat. He's going after his rival. We can't have anyone go after their rival, because President Obama went after Trump with a Steele dossier that Hillary Clinton purchased to get FISA warrants without notifying the judges that Hillary Clinton purchased the Steele dossier. And by the way, Clinton also purchased a Russian hacking myth. CrowdStrike is the only company to look at the DNC servers. The only company. So even the indictments from Mueller are based upon the work of CrowdStrike. The whole thing is insane. And this is not, I'm not making anything up. This isn't a conspiracy theory. The Washington Post has stated Hillary Clinton outsourced CrowdStrike and outsourced to Steele dossier. If Trump had outsourced TrumpStrike and whatever, the Giuliani dossier on Clinton, oh my God, could you imagine? Could you imagine the pandemonium? Could you imagine the crying in the streets? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just continue. A later version of this story adds a significant new tidbit. Trump repeatedly pressed the Justice Department officials about the status of the Clinton-related investigations. So what? The DOJ is not independent. It wasn't independent under President Obama. Loretta Lynch met with Bill Clinton to speak about golf, Brexit, and grandchildren. Eric Holder was found in criminal contempt of Congress. Criminal contempt of Congress. So spare me the whole, they're so independent. But forget about the myth or the facade of independence. A president, if he feels that there needs to be an investigation to something, can lobby the Justice Department, his attorney general. JFK and RFK had a very close relationship, obviously. You've had presidents before with close relationships, obviously, to their attorney generals. Why? Because they appoint somebody who's going to be loyal to them. With Trump, he doesn't get that luxury. So Jeff Sessions was an abomination, an absolute abomination. Then you have, as disturbing as Whitaker's appointment appeared when it first broke, the picture has grown even darker since. The Washington Post reported last night that from 2014 to 2017, Whitaker was paid $1.2 million by a conservative nonprofit to advance pro-Republican legal theories. You mean Eric Holder wasn't a Democrat his whole life? You mean Eric Holder and Loretta Lynch weren't on the Committee on Foreign Investment and didn't say anything, even though they're against Putin and Russia, along with Hillary Clinton, when President Obama could have vetoed the uranium sale to Russia, to Putin. During the campaign, he frequently attacked Clinton, and after began attacking Robert Mueller. Oh my God, David Corn has unearthed more details. Oh, David Corn. He's amazing. He's a really wonderful journalist. How many journalists were involved with the Steele dossier and the FBI? How many journalists met with the FBI? Many liberal journalists, or a number, I should say, of liberal journalists. Or how about the media? The media in the IG report was in bed with the FBI. I've reached out to David Corn. I've reached out to Mother Jones. I've reached out to BuzzFeed. Nobody has emailed me or has tweeted me back. I reached out to them on Twitter. I want to know what was their involvement with the Steele dossier. Why is BuzzFeed suing the DNC? Why are certain Mother Jones journalists involved with the Steele dossier and the FBI? What the FBI did was they gave information to journalists, liberal journalists, then used the published articles from the information they gave to warrant FISA abuses. Again, this is not like, I'm not even spinning things. That's what actually the IG report stated. Michael Horowitz stated an endless stream of not just bias, an endless stream of evidence that showed President Obama completely, and Clinton, completely controlled the media, the intelligence community. But they didn't write a memo saying, oh, we're going to control you. Oh, do things our way. So with Trump, they say, oh my God, he had a mean conversation with Comey. And Comey felt really, really threatened. Oh my goodness, he deliberately told the Justice Department. Meanwhile, President Obama doesn't have to say anything. People around Clinton didn't have to say anything. Clinton probably didn't know who Peter Strzok was. Clinton probably didn't know who James Comey was. Clinton, I don't know her direct involvement with Andrew McCabe, but guess what? She got Terry McAuliffe to give Andrew McCabe's wife $700,000. Pretty smart. Pretty smart. President Obama didn't say anything to Susan Rice. Susan Rice took it upon herself. President Obama in a meeting said everything should be above board and we shouldn't break any laws. Man, she said that. This is amazing. President Obama is completely allowing every single branch of government to be autonomous. He's an amazing guy. Look, how stupid do you have to be? Trump has to simply do what's right for his family, number one, for the country, number two. Well, actually, for the country, number one, really, for all of us. But when you're talking about you do what's right for your family, they're going after Ivanka Trump. They're trying to make Ivanka like Hillary Clinton, who transferred top-secret intelligence from Cybernet, JWICs, and SCIFs illegally. That also is true. There is no legal way to transfer top-secret intelligence. She transferred top-secret intelligence, even if it's retroactively classified. There's no legal way to transfer that information. There's only an illegal way. There's a reason that certain places within the U.S. government, or certain channels, secure government channels, cyber channels, SCIFs, which are actually secure locations, that they hold. And they hold top secret intelligence, and top secret and special access program intelligence reside within those places. So you can't send like cat photos to your favorite, cousin who works for the Department of Defense or the Pentagon or the CIA or the NSA. I think I'm just going to send that person, Thanksgiving dinner. By the way, happy Thanksgiving. A Thanksgiving dinner video or a cartoon of a turkey. Let me go and send that. You just my cousin at the CIA. When your cousin at the CIA is working and actually accessing top secret intelligence, he's not going to get, you have mail from you with the cat video or the squirrel surfing. Doesn't work that way. She managed to rip and transfer and take and pull top secret intelligence somehow. What was it? A photo, cell phone? How did Brian Pagliano, Justin Cooper, Uma Abedin, Cheryl Mills? How did all these people transfer top secret intelligence? Guess what? The secret's out of the bag. It's not me talking about this. It's Judicial Watch. It's Rudy Giuliani. It's Paul Sperry. I mean, Tom Fitton is a hero. Tom Fitton is amazing. And you have a global hero in Julian Assange who's being persecuted, who should be free, God bless him. And then you have Jim Acosta, who is has achieved sainthood. Why? Because he refused to give up a microphone to a woman. Suddenly, the oh my God, Bernie pointed people, they're nowhere to be found. They're hypocrites when it comes to Kavanaugh. Oh, they care about that. Operation Cackle Screech. Go, elevator hoppers, go. And Jeff Flake, someone's in my elevator. Oh, what do I do? Press down. Press a number. They're not going to hurt you. They're just going to yell at you. The worst thing that'll happen is you'll be annoyed. So, that's the worst thing that'll happen. It's like, people doxing is horrible and it's illegal and it's a crime. But guess what? If you have firearms and you have the Second Amendment, someone doxes you, anyone messes with your family, well, you get the 5.56, 7.62 by 39. You pick you choose. Have fun. Be safe. So the thing is, the liberals, they're into all this insane madness. They don't realize that there's a bigger world. People know what's going on. People can protect themselves. And Trump needs to do what's right for his family. Hillary Clinton will never give Trump a moment's rest in his entire life. And by the way, Clinton will get indicted when Matthew Whitaker or another Trump DOJ official indicts Clinton. They will call for impeachment. The media will say he's a tyrant. They will say that she shouldn't stand trial. They will demand the DOJ erase the... I don't know how you would do it, but erase the indictment. What would take place is... what would happen is... It would be like, you're indicted under U.S. Code 793 after the Espionage Act. You're under RICO laws for Clinton Foundation pay to play. And she'll say no. What do you mean no? She'll be like, no. On Twitter, she'll be like, no, indictment. And it'll be retweeted 50 billion times. No indictment. You're so amazing, Hillary. She'll be indicted, and then all the pundits, the Bernie pundits, will be like, and Bernie Sanders, how dare you indict Hillary Clinton? Medicare for all will never be enacted with Hillary indicted. And it'll be a complete mess. They're going to lose their minds. They're going to lose their collective minds. Meanwhile, the majority of the population secretly conservatives will be jumping in the streets happy. Centrists and independents will be jumping in the streets happy. Progressives generally will be happy, jumping in the streets. The I'm with her will pretend that everyone is miserable, and they'll demand that a spaceship sends Trump out into outer space because he indicted Clinton. That'll be like 2-3 weeks of insanity. Media insanity. John Brennan, how dare you indict Clinton? This is the guy who should have been indicted for perjury. Lied under oath. Clapper, same thing. James Comey's going to tell you he's going to be in Iowa. Look at the growth in the corn is, doing well. How dare you indict Clinton? This is really a madman tyrant. They're going to say it's a tyrant, a dictator. We've devolved into madness. We have no more democracy. We have no more country because Hillary's indicted. At the end of the day, he has to follow through. Let them have the epic temper tantrum. Their temper tantrum will make the Kavanaugh hearing look like the teacup ride at Disneyland. Who cares? Let it just do it. It's like a breakup. Like a breakup. Sometimes you got to break up. Your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is going to throw a tantrum that you cannot believe. People stay in relationships because they don't want that breakup to happen. They don't want to deal with the repercussions. Deal with the repercussions. Go move on with your life. Same thing with the job. Same thing. Whatever. You don't want to deal with the repercussions. You have to do something. Do it. Do it. Because long term, you're going to benefit tremendously. Trump has to weather the storm or weather the repercussions of the media. People like John Brennan, Hillary Clinton. The House is going to impeach him the next day. He's going to indict Clinton. The next day, articles of impeachment will be out. They are going to protect the Queen. They are going to protect their fundraising apparatus at all costs. At all costs. And then slowly it's going to come crashing down. So Trump has to act decisively and swiftly and without caution to the same people who said he couldn't win. And if he doesn't do so, 2020 for me, I think 2020 is up, in jeopardy if he doesn't do so. Because guess what? Clinton will still run indicted and possibly go into jail. And they'll vote for her. And just to let you know, the polls will probably be close. Clinton will probably be up in the polls if she's still running after indictment, risking jail time, and she'll be up 5-6 points over Trump. And that's the world we live in. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. President Trump apparently hired, according to New York Magazine, hired Matthew Whitaker to indict Clinton, and you couldn't find better news than that. Thank you so very much. Hit subscribe.